Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, I just started and this guy decided to come over and just start meowing all over the place. What? Now you see yourself on the computer and you want to go? Want to say hi to everybody first? Say hi. Come on. Say hi to everybody. You're my talkative one. Say hi. Go on. Go on. Right in that microphone. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's good enough. And the other one's awake now. He's like, what's going on over there? Well, welcome back to the news, everybody. Oh, it's Friday. It's been an interesting week. This is actually the first time I sorted out the news throughout the week. I used to just kind of read them, and then I'd have to brush back up on the news. With the new phone build on Copperhead, I have the app that drops all of the news articles right into my Nextcloud account. So I just log in and put everything up. It actually really streamlined things. I felt like I saved a whole lot of time. So kind of cool. Three topics today on the news. We have privacy, we have security, and we have bad business. I want to add some more topics in eventually. Also, I'm going to be giving away one more mouse pad today. The two other drawings that have won, I have not heard anything back yet. And as you guys know, I don't like clutter. I don't want stuff laying around. So I have one more mouse pad that looks just like this. I'm going to be giving it away on the live stream today. So let me know in the comment feed if you would like entered into a mouse pad. Not if, once again, you have to have a United States address. You can just PM that to me. Only if you win. I don't need everybody's address otherwise. And you cannot win one if you've already won a mouse pad. So I do have one more mouse pad. I want to get it in the mail. It will go in the mail on Monday. So if you can get me a United States address, you're on the live stream, you're present for the drawing, and you have not yet won a mouse pad, I'm going to do a drawing for a mouse pad at the end. So let me know. I mean, I've done two drawings for that last mouse pad, and nobody has gotten me an address yet. I need it out of here. I need it out of here, man. I need it out of here. So let me know if you want the mouse pad. T once entered. Anybody else? Just let me know and remind me a few times in between stuff, and I'll keep making that announcement. Let's go ahead and have a look at our comments first. Let's see. Oh, my comment thing is a little off. There we go. That looks better. So, Mark Yates, greetings. Libre Secure, hello. Brendan Michaelis, how's it going there? Greetings. Gail, how are you? I'm doing well myself. Daniel, hello. Fat Elvis, my cat will attack you. Uh-oh. Yeah, that other cat I had at the start of the stream, she's got death in her eyes. She's got death in her eyes. Rad ram. She's the killer. KO2610, hello there. The kitty must help keep the blood pressure down while doing the news. Yes, indeed he does. Dude, this morning, I'm sitting there, I'm reading my Bible, and he decides he's going to claw right on up and then fall asleep. Like, oh, I was going to be done after this page, but no, I read 3 or 4 more pages because how can I disrupt a sleeping cat right on your belly? I mean, you just can't do that. That's against the law. Meow. We are Siamese. We are Siamese, if you don't please. What is that song from? We are Siamese, if you please. I forget. What's that from? It's going to drive me crazy. 97 degrees. At least it's warm enough to not really need a jacket out here today. I wore one, but anyway. Do I have a mouse problem? Yes, I do. I have entirely too many mice on the desk. Here's one here. Here's one here. There's another one right down there. I have a mouse problem. There's 2 or 3 more over there. There's another one behind the green screen. Yeah. Finally made the live stream. Greetings, Plexus. How are you? Can't criticize CJ. I'm in love with my bed. Yup. Thursday, lol, good lord, I was so lazy but had half the work day in 2 days. Oh, there you go. Poor guy, he wants to catch a little more Z's. Yep. Oh, no, he doesn't want to catch more Z's. He's coming over here. Hello there, Keegan. Come on up. And he's up. Hello, everyone. Oh, I think I saw Saddle Ridge. Hello, Saddle Ridge. I can't wait to get into the kitty treats you gave me. All right. Come on. Let's see. Gates, hello. Q1 Fiend, hello there. Saddle Ridge, hello. Saddle Ridge, I think I will almost have another book for you to edit if you'd like. Cameron did some weird spots. Strange. Yeah, the green screen and the cat. For some reason, the cat is transparent on the green screen. Not sure why. Send cat DNA and confuse ancestry. There you go. All right. Keegan. So we're doing another mouse pad drawing. I have one more mouse pad because the two separate people I drew 2 separate times have not yet gotten back to me. So I will be doing another mouse pad drawing, and please get me the address before Sunday because I want to drop that in the mail on Monday. Count you in for the draw, Brendan. Okay. Michaelis. Okay, cool. Gotcha. My puppy got super jealous. Yep. Ricky Ticky Taffy. Okay. Oh, Lady and the Tramp. Yes, that's right. That's right. Lady and the Tramp. Now I remember. Greetings, Brian Rose. Kitson, hello. The Aristocrats. Yes. I'll have to watch that movie again. I'll have to look for the deeper meanings. I don't think I've watched it since I was, I don't know, a preteen or something. Maybe a teenager. I don't know. Hello, James Miller. How are you? All right. Don't know how to PM from YouTube. If you win, Daniel, then you can just go ahead and send me an email at my YouTube email address. Do you know where that is? If you win the drawing, if I'm gonna enter you, Daniel, if you win the drawing, we'll work it out. We'll figure something out. Or I can probably, let's see, can I PM you? I don't know. I'll let you know. We'll figure it out. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into the news topics. I'm going to go ahead and push my start recording button now. Again, I'm going to break these up so we have kind of 3 shorter videos going out. Probably this weekend, maybe bleed them into Monday, who knows. But we're going to go ahead and start in with the news. We're going to be starting in on the privacy section. So I'm going to go ahead and rerun the intros again so I know where to start editing. I've identified the exact spikes from my logo noise, so I can just visually edit now. It's kind of cool. All right. Let's go ahead and run this guy. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. It is Friday Night News, and today we are going to be talking about some privacy news. Who is looking at your DNA? Are you ready for a home assistant robot? Maybe like the Jetsons? And what did Match do? Other than making a whole lot of jealous people. We're going to be talking about those articles today. All right, so first, Amazon is reportedly working on its first in-home robot. So they want to start deploying these. The word they used was funny. This is Vesta is the code name after the Roman goddess of hearth. Isn't that a sexual term? I don't know. But anyway, developed at Lab 126 that came up with Kindle, the Fire Phone, and the Echo. And of course, what the word they use, like they're going to be deploying these in the testers' homes. It's basically a robot butler able to perform a variety of household chores. Is what we say. It does not mean. My apologies. It is not some type of thing. It's not the Jetsons lady, but it's basically like a mobile Echo. Essentially, is what it is. It'll follow you around and like look at that thing. Ooh. That one's not the one we're talking about. That's from a different one. But the home robot means a virtual assistant housed in some sort of mechanical exterior, basically like a Amazon Echo that follows you around. That's all I need. A spy following me around. Great. It's bad enough when I'm out there and about in the world. I don't need another one, dude. All right, but anyway, they're going to do, they're testing these guys out, and then I can't find that word. Oh, what is it? They said they're going to be deploying these in the testers' houses, but they used a really ominous sounding word. I can't remember what it was, though. Anyway, oh, yeah. They're going to be seeding devices in employees' homes. That's scary. Let's seed our devices on our employees' homes. That's That's a grand old thing to do, right? A grand old thing to do. I'm going to move myself over a little bit here. The articles are, I'm a little obstructing the articles. Now I'm right in the eye. All right. But anyway, Amazon will be seeding these devices in the employees' homes. I wonder if they'll be known about it. Will they know they're being seeded in the homes? That's a good question. But anyway, this was exciting. This could be under the... I'm not sure why this is under privacy. I think this was supposed to be under your security. Let's go ahead and talk about that under security. Let's do that one. Yeah, we'll talk about that one later. Match.com. Remember Match.com for your dating? Anybody find your date on your marriage partner and whatever partner? Saturday Night Fling on Match.com. Well, there was a glitch in Match.com and it reactivated a whole bunch of old profiles, raising concerns about user data. And that's a legitimate concern because, you know, I actually just had to get rid of a phone number. I just got rid of one of my phone numbers, and I've gotten rid of that phone number that I've had for 20 years. Why? Because scammers got a hold of it. And all I was getting is up to 5 to 10 calls a day that were just robocallers. Congratulations! You won a... I'm going to stop now before I start swearing. But anyway, you know, I had to get rid of the phone number. How'd that happen? My best guess is that data was compromised because I had applied for a job a decade ago at a university in Arizona, and they decided not to hire me, but they stored all of that data in a database for years upon years upon years. And about 3 or so years ago, that database was hacked, and they send you this, we're going to send you a 1-year subscription to this really crappy identity monitoring thing, which identity monitoring stuff, guys, don't pay for it. It's useless garbage. It doesn't do anything. Nothing. It doesn't do anything. But they want to send you that. Well, that's where I believe that they got it. They got the data from. And basically, I've been spammed and spammed and spammed and spammed and spammed and spammed on my phone numbers ever since then. Well, it raises those concerns. If you also remember I think it was called Ashley Madison, which was this dating site for people wanting to cheat on their spouse. Gotta love the integrity of that company. So they set theirs up, and for an extra $10,000 fee, they would delete your data. Well, Anonymous got really curious about that and hacked into the system and found that no, they did not delete the data, and there were a whole lot of high-profile people, from Christian ministers all the way to politicians, that had used the site at some point in time to find another extramarital fling. And so, you know, they expose that type of data. And this raises that question, can our data ever really be deleted? Well, it should be deleted. We should have the ability to have it deleted. But regardless, they don't want to delete our data. So basically, the zombie profiles are coming back to life. Some little trigger in the database, and boom, all these people start getting comments, you know, including this guy here. He'd apparently, I'm not sure if they didn't say if he had found his wife online or not. But anyway, by this time he is married and has a daughter, a 2-year-old daughter. So presumably they've been married hopefully longer than 2 years. Hopefully at least 2 years and 9 months, but you know, it's 2018. They may not even be married. I don't know. But basically, it says, oh, you have 10 new matches on Match.com. Well, to explain that one, if you happen to be, if you happen to already be on your spouse's suspicion list, honey, I checked your email on your phone, and you have 10 new profiles from Match.com. What aren't you telling me? So I'm sure that there were a whole lot of people with these types of things. Hopefully the gentleman found this out and deleted it and explained the situation up front to their wife, and then possibly pointed to this article. Because basically something triggered, and he said literally 15 years ago. He had an account 15 years ago. He had stopped using, I'm not sure if it didn't say if he specifically actively deleted it, but 15 years ago he stopped using this account, and all of a sudden it's active again, and apparently is active enough that 10 new people had been looking for him. This is a big problem, that these companies, not only are they scraping up data, now of course a site like this, all of this data, he entered the data into the site to begin with. So, okay, we have a little bit less of a concern. But how do we handle sites like Equihacks that we do no business with directly? We don't want to do any business with. I don't want to credit score. I don't want them to have big credit monitoring crap. I don't want all that crap going on, but I don't have any choice at all. We should have mandated laws in this country that my data must be deleted at my written notice, period. And a centralized, like the do not call list, a do not store data list. And it basically would make a system that is your data is completely private unless you specifically opt in by utilizing a service. So if I were to go to Match.com, the fact that I go and create the account opts me into them collecting data. But Equifax has no business collecting a bunch of data. I don't do business with them. I don't want to do business with them. I do not want them to have any of my data. They have demonstrated they cannot do anything to secure it. They're demonstrated that they're more about their money, and all they get for breaking that trust in the entire American population is their executives got to retire with an extra couple $1 million bonus each. So, delete data from time to time. Purge them databases. Oh boy. Who uses Discord for their video games and Microsoft products for their Xbox Live? Yeah, Microsoft partners with Discord to link your Discord to Xbox Live. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. In fact, I have advice for you. Utilize different emails for different type of accounts. Use different emails for different type of accounts. That is the biggest advantage to me hosting my own email through my own servers, is that every single device I've ever had, in fact, I have an Xbox that there was a time that I had used Xbox Live on it. My Xbox has its own separate email address. It was completely separated from every other device that I would possibly have. All right. That's the type of thing you can do. So this way now, link your account, sync your friends, show a game you're playing, give all that Discord data now to Microsoft. Yeah! Microsoft, screw you. Don't link your data. Don't link your data. Don't link your data. Okay? Don't link it. Because it just gives them the ability to snoop off of yet another application. And if I was thinking about not getting a Discord account before, I'm really thinking a third time now. Makes me wonder, is Microsoft going to buy up Discord like they buy up other things like that? And if Microsoft's even courting Discord to potentially purchase it, I would rather never have an account there. That's my thought. But anyway, they are wanting to link all this together so you can sync your data directly back and forth. See, all these little convenience things are stripping away your privacy, and you need to be very careful about it. Don't do this type of stuff. Just, if you got a friend on Discord and he's on Xbox, dude, it's not a lot of difficulty typing in his name one more time for Xbox. Oh, God. Don't link your accounts. That would be a bad thing for privacy. And the all-watching eye will be scanning your fingerprints. Oh, boy. Yep, the Pentagon is teaming up with a company that brought us the Predpol project to create a new system that's going to identify gang-related crimes. Isn't this awesome? Gang is a very loose term. Their technology has been used to track ISIS guys, Al-Qaeda, things like that. There went my demonetization. Whoops. Well, I said the I word. But anyway, they're using this system to track gang activity in Los Angeles, saying, oh, our gang databases are so out of date. Of course, what is a gang? What is a gang? It raises that question because, Juggalos are gangs. You know what a Juggalo is? It's a fan of the music group ICP, Insane Clown Posse. Identified by having Insane Clown Posse wear and Faygo Cola. So makes me want to someday just throw on an ICP t-shirt and walk down the street with Faygo Cola and see if I get a run-in with the police or something. I don't know. Maybe I could get myself inside this Predpol database. I don't know. But anyway, Predpol is teaming up with the Department of Defense now to formulate this new system to identify new gang-related stuff. Isn't this so awesome? Right on the verge of that. Is it Planetar? Who was that guy? It was from the, I don't know, the Orleans stuff. I've been blocking it out of my head. Peter Thiel got his fingers all over that sticky mess. why am I at the bottom of all these? Like, I read these before I start. I forget to scroll back up. So Axon, remember, Axon is the company that brought us tasers. After the guy died from being tased, they decided to change their name. It's kind of bad when your name is directly synonymous to the stuff that kills. But Axon is the new device, and they launched an AI ethics board to study the dangers of facial recognition. Basically, they're saying there is no policy or safeguard that can mitigate the risks, which is so true. The unfortunate thing is we are living in a world that it already exists. Like, I stopped not wearing a hat in public. I don't go in public anymore without wearing a hat. And sunglasses if I can, because it's getting so crazy. Like, I don't want to walk through a grocery store and have them doing facial recognition as I decide which ice cream I'm not looking at, because I haven't bought ice cream at the grocery store in a long time. I make my own ice cream, thank you very little. But as we go in and life comes up around us, we are going to be confronted with facial recognition, and it begs the question, what can we do about it? Of course, China, they're not going to care what some United States company says, and they're the leaders in facial recognition AI, which is a very scary thought. So we just have to be careful with what this kind of stuff is bringing on. So it's just go through, have a look what the article says, and I didn't dig into a whole ton in here, but. Basically, they're just asking these good questions. There is some considerable issues where if this facial recognition mis-IDs somebody, it can lead to fatal consequences. For example, one of the biggest problems with facial recognition right now is people of color are misidentified more often than people of pasty whiteness. And so that could very possibly lead to police misidentifying, for example, a black man, thinking he is the perpetrator of some violent crime and just shooting the dude before he gets out of the car, because that's what the police tend to do these days, unfortunately. I'd love to be on their side, but I'm just... After 2014, I stopped caring. I think I was pulled over, and I don't speed. I think I was pulled over 5 times in a period of like 2 months. One of them was an entire squadron of police, 3 different states. One of them actually had a headlight had burnt out en route where I was going. So I had a headlight burn out. About 3 weeks later, I was pulled over in Ohio. 1 week later, I was pulled over in Pennsylvania. I mean, for no legitimate... No, okay, the what seemed to be a legitimate reason is I lived out west, and the car was new. And I was waiting to get the title from the car company, which the car was bought in one state, to be transferred to another. And it turned out that state puts their temporary license plates in the window, specifically stated in the documentation, do not put this anywhere but your window. Well, in every other state, you put it in the license plate holder. And that seems to be the route. Nobody ever told me that except the guy in Pennsylvania. And so I don't like being around police officers anymore. I'm just, no. They're just crazy. And of course, live streaming YouTube police officers just... But they should know where I am because, DNA's everywhere. This is an interesting article. An interesting discussion in the namesake of our title today. So, unable to connect, you'll see. Unable to connect. So, from the Sacramento Bee... I think a major storm just came in. Or we're having an earthquake. I'm getting really weird noises out there. I don't know. The end times. Anyway, relatives' DNA from genealogy websites cracked the East Area rapist case. Well, let's dig into this. So, of course, the East Area rapist, this is a guy that needed to come off the streets. Back in the 70s and 80s, he was committing rape and murder all up and down the California coast. And so obviously that's kind of a bad situation. We need to get these guys off the street. So after the case being cold a long time, this new young rookie comes in and convinces her boss to allow her to dig through the cold case archive. So goes to the cold case archive and says, there's some DNA samples. I wonder what we can find. So they go on over to this place called GED Match. It is officially a thunderstorm. I just saw bolts of lightning out the window. That's exciting. So if I happen to disappear, we may have lost power because I lose power here a lot. All right. So GED, let me make sure everything is saved and down. I think we're good. All right. So GED Match is a company which, by the way, you can't get to their main site. So this is their privacy policy. This is a company where you can take your DNA results and upload them for the rest of the world to look into. Of course, there's some notices in here. We ask you to provide real names for registration and data upload. You have the option of providing an alias for either of those. If an alias is provided, it will be displayed in place of the real name along with the results. Your DNA is linked to your genealogy, and only one or the other uses an alias. It may be possible for users to see the real name of the linked data. Of course, there's some, identity theft, credit fraud, etc., etc., etc. Be wary of this, blah, blah, blah. The data you upload is placed in the database to make it accessible to other users through the various applications on the site. Okay. They can't see what your password is, etc. Not that it really matters. There's email addresses, but what I want to find down here, where was it at? Use of the results. Okay, the nature of genealogy research requires exchange of information. There also must be tempered by respect for the rights and privacy of individuals. Anyone found to be using the site's ways not consistent with the principle of human decency will be subject to an immediate ban and the data removed. Spamming mailing lists, publishing other people's results or personal information without their information. I was looking for the, I think I missed it, where it talks about, actually, I want to hit that when there. Okay. I think just down a little bit down further here. We encrypt your login password. Okay. You cannot tell what your password is. There have been cases of news of encrypted data being hacked and decoded. Be aware of the possibility of this or on this or any other site. Take measures, etc., etc. I was looking for the spot that says, other people might get in here and utilize the data. So reading the privacy, it basically sums up as you upload your data. It is publicly searchable. Anybody can see it, cross-reference it any way that they want. Of course, you have to supply data in order to use and get data out. But what I wanted to look at here is if genealogy research requires exchange of information. For that reason, all GED comms uploads may be viewed, searched, and compared by any other GED match user. If you are concerned about the privacy of living individuals in your GEDCOM, you should use a genealogy program on your own computer to privatize your GEDCOM prior to uploading its GED match. This usually involves changing the names of individuals to living or something similar. This is no different than that Facebook and Cambridge Analytica leak. Some other family member can upload data with your name attached and view the data. Now, this is the system that was used to find this killer. It's a good thing to get the killer off the street. It's a good thing that the DNA is not required or compulsively put into the system. But it's a bad thing that it's so open to anybody to use this, because there are horrible, horrible, nefarious purposes you could use the system for. Now, I'm very glad they caught this guy, and that's what makes this a difficult case. But what if this is the case that is used as the linchpin to say, let's put everybody's DNA results in a database? That's a slippery slope we don't want to get onto. It is. Because this is a rarity. This is the rare case where people were not caught in other means. But the danger here is, of course, is with all of that DNA in this data, and it wasn't him, by the way. It was not this rapist who put his data into the system. It was a family member. And the police scrubbed this site, got the DNA, and then looked at every connected family member of this person whose information was in there, and then stalked them all. And then grabbed a real world piece of an object like a coffee cup or something, which if he went to Starbucks, got a coffee, drank the coffee, threw it away in a trash can that, you know, is on public property, they can go right into that trash can, take that out, and take DNA off of that item. It's not against the law. And that's how they tracked him down. So it's good that they found him. It's good that that happened. But I think that this raises a potential slippery slope of what if people are saying, we got to get all this data in the database because it's going to help solve all these crimes like this. Because now you have compromised the freedom of a lot of people. Because the system works great except for the element of human sin. Or human corruption, if you are not of the persuasions I am. Because corruption is everywhere around us. Bad corruption is everywhere. It is everywhere. And once this information is out there, there's no pulling it back. What if, now I'm going to throw in another thing. If you have your information on this site or another site like it, I want to ask a couple questions. What if a family member of yours uploads their DNA and there is some underlying potentially genetic disorder that would cause a health issue later on? And what if, and you better believe that health insurance companies are scraping this data. Oh, sure, it violates the terms, but who reads those anyway? Someone else if my brother were to upload data and a health insurance company scrubs this site, takes that data off, cross-links us together and says, oh, there's the possibility of a genetic disorder here, they have a reason in a way to charge us more. Or to charge someone else more. There are too many issues with this. By the way, it's possible to manufacture a DNA sample. Suppose you want to plant DNA evidence. It's possible. I did a lot of that type of stuff. I did research specifically doing subcloning of DNA in mammalian cells. That's what I would produce the foundation of my doctoral thesis. Creating different types of DNA sequences. You just use a series of, using a series of restriction enzymes, splice DNA where you want it spliced, looking at different things, and you can recreate some bands. You can create enough to get you beyond the doubt of plausibility. Major, major challenges with this type of stuff. And I'm glad they used it to catch a killer. That's a good thing. But this begins a very slippery slope that we have to ask some very good questions about regarding DNA samples. And you should be warning your family, do not put your DNA on any of these types of sites looking for your ancestors. All these companies are doing is collecting a lot of data. And they're selling it out. Even at the bottom of GED Match's system, they have a statement down here about the future. We can't predict our future. And if we're ever bought out, all of our data goes with whoever buys us out. And if you don't like that, delete your data. I would encourage you not to engage in these types of systems. There are too many privacy implications to be had. So what do you guys think about these articles? All right, there is privacy. Once again, if you are joining on late, I have one more mouse pad I'm going to be giving away. One more mouse pad that looks just like this, kind of like my background screen, really. I will be giving that away at the end of the stream here, so let me know if you're interested. The only qualifications is A, you have to be able to provide me a United States address. I only need that if you win. I don't need that otherwise. You would either have to PM it to me on YouTube or email it to me with my YouTube account. So giving one of those away at the end. I have 4 names on there right now. I have Keegan, Brendan, and Daniel on there right now if you are interested. Also, you cannot have won one already. And if I didn't already mention it, I can only ship to United States address right now. Hello, everyone. All right. Lots of comments. Lots of comments. Lots of comments. Kitty, stay away from that camera. Kitty, stay away from that camera. Pizza, pizza. How's it going there, pizza? Oh boy, lots of comments, lots of comments. All right, what do you do? What do you do to enter the drawing? Yeah, puppy just tackled the screen, wanting kisses and hugs. Mark, just say, I would like to be entered into the drawing. All right, Mark, I've added you. I think there should be a message button on the channel page. Yeah, it's under About. Go to the About, and there's a place to send a PM. Or I think on the same page you can get the email address. Send it either way. Yeah, last time I did check, it was there, though. Happy Friday. What is this about, Tom? Late streaming. You are probably early. It looks like you probably jumped on right as I was starting the very first one. Audio video edit is top notch. Well, thank you very much. I'm always trying to improve the look of the system, so let me know of other changes I should think about doing. Always wanted to make improvements. Hello, Isaiah. Greetings, Carbon Programmer. Now, so Alexa can kill you in your sleep. Yes. Hearth, used as a symbol of one's home. Oh, okay. I think I was thinking girth. Yeah, there is a smart... Yeah, never mind. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. There's young people on here. Do more things myself anyway. Okay, jealous spouse can spy better and does nice things in return. That's what you get for muting my microphone. Hey, switch to Ubuntu Mate. Very cool, very cool. Isn't Match owned by YouTube, though? I have no idea. If it's owned by YouTube, it's owned by Verizon now. They've taken the oath. Oh! All right. So my profile name reveals a lot about me. Huh. Still prefer online forums. My former fiance and I were together 7 years, thanks to very funny anime community. There you go. Sees the comments I've posted on videos. Now they'll give you a new number, but that's someone else's old number, and a whole bunch of new strangers will be calling you. No, I just dropped the private the old personal number, and I just unified the business and the personal numbers into one number. Nobody seemed to call that one. I think I've gotten one spammer ever call that, and I think it was a fluke. However, the funny thing is, actually, my one of my business accounts is getting inundated. 50 or so, I think somewhere between 30 and 50 messages in the last 3 days have been spamming that thing. Fortunately, all they do is beep into my email, but it's kind of scary. Happened to meeting someone at the coffee shop. Yeah, I don't know. Blood-curdling dangerous. Any name for a new Linux distro? I don't know. Just don't do business with just a few companies you trust and no one else. Yeah, the online profile thing reminded me of this guy I knew. He said he wanted to get into strip clubs to minister to people. I said there are much better ways. Yeah, that's a bad place to go and try to minister to somebody. Nah, I wouldn't do that. 60% of pastors are engaged in pornography, according to theological polls. Yes, that's true. I mean, that's Focus on the Family has a dedicated number specifically for pornography-addicted pastors to call. It's very scary. If a political party gets a hold of match profiles and does a Me Too on their opponents... At the point, we just can't do business with most companies. Yeah, we're second-class citizens. Yeah. The more you know, the more depressing things there are. JJ, Linus Torvalds was the original creator of the Linux kernel. Yep, not Discord. Uh-oh. Oh, Kitty does want to stay. All right, Kitty, what are you doing? Heard employers are now dropping applications over posts from what the person was as a teenager. Yeah, it's probably true. Very true indeed. Emails through own servers. Don't love Discord. Don't take over Discord. Yeah, Cats DGS loves Discord. Microsoft, please don't take it. Yeah. Does logging into two accounts on the same account link the data? Not necessarily. I mean, if you're using one account to log into the other, then yes. But no, if you're using the same email to log them, the thing is, the reason I separate them like that though is it provides an extra layer of security. So, for example, you know what I'm logging into with, if you know what my Yahoo account is, because you've hacked that 5 or 6 times just for fun sport. I think it's probably was hacked so many times it might be in an example in a basic hacker's textbook somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, you figure out what the address is based on hacking one system. You can guess that a person uses the same email and possibly the same password on a variety of other things, and so people will attempt to get into your other sites simply by taking the password and the email that they have and applying it to different sites. So by having a separate email address for my Xbox that is used nowhere else, if it basically isolates not only the password but the email system as well. And I don't really need emails from Xbox anyway, so what do I care? Something strikes me as weird or just ironic. YouTube and Google products seem far more hardened security-wise. Yeah, they do a pretty good job. Mutiny, preset in Ubuntu Mate is awesome. It's like a complete remake of Unity, except more stable and lightweight. Very good. What can we do? Our kids are already up in the cloud. They don't mind to sync everything. You need to teach them not to sync everything. Like, I don't sync everything. I don't sync most things. There's a few things I do, but those that I do, I sync to my own personal private cloud. And that is what you need to do to learn how to do that. But that's the thing, is that the company's done a great job of convincing us to sync. And, I'm going to be talking about that in my outdoor philosophy this week, where the companies want to get you tied in and locked in so that you can't leave. And it's part of a strategy. So yeah, teach your kids to stop syncing everything. Teens do stupid crap. It does not mean your juvenile past should destroy your future. That's very true. Very true. Never thought I'd hear the word juggalo on the stream. Hey, I am a person of culture, man. Particularly like music, arts, things like that. I'm actually very well versed in it. I spent several years researching a book on that hopefully will be out soon. I keep saying that. I promise, I do have it. It is 95% done. I'm actually looking for, if anybody has a February 1978 Hit Parader magazine, I'm looking for one. Just an FYI. If you got one laying around, let me know. I'd have to get the exact date and issue. I think it's 78. It might be 79, but I think it's 78. I think it's February 78 Hit Parader magazine. I need that copy. It's one of the points of research I'm trying to find. Which I haven't actively looked for. I'm sure I can find it on Amazon real fast. How historians look back on today's teenagers and how many of their futures were ruined by their delinquent pasts. Can you say Big Brother without vomiting? Big... No. Fake mustaches, foes for facial recognition. There are special sunglasses you can get, too, for some of that. A crazy day. Last night, someone threatened to shoot up our school on social media. I'm sorry. Today, we got put in a shelter and place. Then I texted my mom, and she picked me up. Well, I'm glad everyone's safe, man. That's not good. That's not good, man. I'm glad that somebody's on top of it and that they took proactive steps to keep the students safe. That's very good. Next, we're going to have scanners that can tell if you're going to commit a crime before you ever do. Yeah. Well, that's what Predpol's trying to figure out, Actually, that's what the Planetar was figuring out. Predpol just estimates where the crime's likely to happen. The Planetar system was estimating who was actually committing the crime. That's why that one was so much more vile. Be detained just in case you engage in illegal activity just because the computer thinks you're going to. Shelter in places means all the doors are locked and no one can leave the classroom, even for the bathroom or passing period. Yeah. Former best-selling author I know is almost put in jail because he investigated about Sexual crimes 2707. Now he's sucking the state milk and is their ally. Huh. Wow. Self-employed is always best, but it's hard. Demands so much of you. Yep. Then read the software can tell if you are gay or lesbian by analyzing your facial photo. Huh. Haven't heard of that one. Oh boy. Where I'm from, STL doesn't mean switch to Linux. Oh, really? You can tell a man is going out looking for a crime, he's sure to find it, whether he finds actual criminals or not. DNA is faked in a lot of hard cases. Yep. Getting a storm that's coming my way. Yep, most likely. You have one of those extension cords with a battery, so if the power runs, your computer runs on battery, so it gives you time to save your stuff. Nah, I don't really have anything open that needs saved anyway, though. Confessions are coerced too electronically. Yep. Good thing about X4 system is it's transactional. I've had no issues due to power failures. Greetings, World of Linux. How's it going there? Are floppy disks any good? Because I'm using it sometimes as an audio cassette nostalgia. Is it good using nostalgia? So is using old technology any good? Well, old technology that's still good is like CDs are good. DVDs, okay. Laserdiscs were better than DVDs quality-wise, but, I mean, they were just impractical. Floppy disks, I wouldn't rely on floppy disks, and, you know, a lot of our modern files, you'd have a hard time fitting some of those on the system. Audio cassettes, not a fan. There were some of in the last years of audio cassettes, you might have actually found a digital audio cassette. Those generally sound okay, but the older analog ones, not quite so much. Greetings, Anna Rita. How are you? Set my phone to send all calls to voicemail that are not in my contact list. Yep, that's a good thing to do. I've been telling everyone I know not to use these DNA testing services for a month. Yeah, they're freaky. One of your brothers did the ancestry test. Ancestry.com has a hand in this. Probably. Even except someone with stolen DNA, which sounds like a movie, but it is possible. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you could grab hair off of somebody's brush. You know, commit a crime, drop the hairbrush, like grab their hairbrush, slip it in your back pocket, and accidentally drop it at the scene of the crime and frame them. I mean, that's how easy it is. If what's needed to connect, I think it'd be fine. Floppy is FAT12. Not sure how that will work with modern files. So right about the health insurance companies. They'll do whatever it takes. Yep. Yep. Don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. Jeesh. We have so many comments. I apologize. I may not be able to get through all of these if we want to finish in any reasonable time. I'm going to start scanning a little bit. Greetings. JarCS89. You are entered in the mouse pad. Isaiah entered in the mouse pad. It looks like I've reached the point to where I stopped talking about the news. There you go. Many European governments collected data prior to World War II. Little did the Jews know that the data would be used to round them up. And that's the thing, Elmer. Any list, whether you're talking about registering firearms, producing databases of fingerprints, DNA, religious affiliations, any of this type of stuff, all of it can and probably will be used against us. So we have to be very careful about that. Cessor is entered. Cat DGS is entered. Green screen makes the cat look weird. Yes, it does. Yeah. Really, it's, I mean, he's a space alien, so that's just him, his real skin color showing out. You helped me get into Linux. Mint, thank you. Hey, appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy. Current Linux box is powered by blazing fast Pentium 4 and a grand total of 512 RAM DDR memory. Nice. Very cool, very cool. The new CAS system will be based in your internet past. I agree. If you entered the drawing but didn't win, are you in drawing? Yeah, and we're going to enter again. So I'm going to assume that's an entry. I just need to get rid of it, and I want to do the drawing today, and I need the address so I can get it in the mail on... I can get it in the mail on Monday is when I'm going to put it in the mail. You ever had a hard drive start clicking on you? Yes, I have. Replace it immediately. Get every critical file off of it. Download a copy of Clonezilla. Buy another hard drive of equivalent or larger size. Run Clonezilla. Hopefully you can duplicate it. The clicking hard drive means it is going to die very, 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 very soon. Hey, Midnight Owl. You missed the first round of stories. I have 2 more to do. Oh, yeah. Use all caps for the mousepad entry. That way I'll see them quicker as I'm scanning. And try the new Ubuntu. It sucks. I'm still running the Ubuntu Budgie over here because I have some projects planned with it that I can't even update it right now. Are encrypted files on the cloud better for privacy? If you have to put files in the cloud, I would incur something, do something that is under your control, not specifically a data storage system and encrypted. That's why I use Nextcloud. It provides me end-to-end encrypted. I haven't went onto there. I control the server my Nextcloud build is on. I pulled the entire system off. All the files are stored in the file directory, but they are so encrypted. I know what they are, and I can't make sense of them. So that's what you want to do. If you have to use something in the cloud, then definitely use encryption. I prefer Nextcloud. It's way better than doing anything else. But yeah, sync as little as you possibly can. As the YouTube tests a logged in account, another on the same ID showing subjects one from the other. Yes, there is a little bit, but there's ways you can trick it. So like my Mac, I pretty much use my Mac on YouTube just to listen to different music videos. So I always only seem to get music related stuff on the Mac, despite they're all on the same IP address. Spider Oak is good. Yeah, Spider Oak is pretty good. That's like if you're looking for more of a commercial based system, Spider Oak is pretty good. It's like an end-to-end encrypted version of Google Docs. It costs some money though. Minority Report. Yep, absolutely. As far as Cent 7 has cured my distro hopping. Very good, very good. 804 startup uses 1.5 gigs of RAM. Mint uses 400. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and vinyl records. Ubuntu Mate is awesome. Oh no, he's turning into Total OS today. I'm gonna tell him you said that, man. Lance, greetings. Yeah, I got totally slammed on taxes this year. Still reeling. Mark Yates, did I put you on there yet? Yes, Mark, I put you on there. I'm guessing pizza. That means you're on there as my, that's Randall. Entry for mouse pad, Randall. Okay, 12 gigs a month. Okay. Woo! All right. Got the bottom of that. I wasn't sure I was going to get there. We're going to do security next. Let me change my banner to security. And every now and again, when I swap my banner over like that, it drops the banner off instead of replacing it. Not sure why, but there we go. All right, on to security news. Just 4 articles here. Welcome back to Switch to Linux, part 2 of the Friday night news section. We're going to be doing security news. Once again, I do these live streams planned for Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can catch them live over there during that period of time, or you can just get the summaries here. Get it live, you get the interaction with the comments. But anyway, we're going to jump in and have a look at some security news today. And looking at the security news, we're going to first start looking at, this was funny, people are baffled as their Gmail accounts appear to be sending out a bunch of spam. Nobody's quite sure what's going on with all this. I'm gonna get rid of that stupid big thing. All right. So basically, what was going on here, these people had, their accounts seemed to be secured. They had 2-factor authentication on. Some even had changed their passwords. But what was happening is the emails were being spoofed in a way that they landed the Gmail account in the sent box and then send themselves from there from the account. So basically people were spamming other people from your account. So your account was spamming a bunch of other people. I've seen this a lot with Yahoo accounts. Mostly Yahoo accounts, really. Where I'll get an email from somebody with some random link. All of the automated emails seem to come from one individual company. That individual company, so here's what the email looked like. That one company was called tellus.com. They're like, we don't know what's going on, man. It's not us. Yeah, we believe you. But anyway, basically somebody had taken care, gotten into Google and Tellus and somehow managed to start sending spam by compromising people's sent folders in Gmail. It's exciting. But anyway, so keep an eye out for that. There's another Drupal. I thought I'd get rid of the Drupal article today, but there was another. I reported on a Drupal article last week. There is another one this week. I'm not going to say anything more about this than if you're using Drupal on a website, update Drupal. It is something that's known. The patches for the one I talked about last week were released in March. I think this is a different one. But now this particular bug allows somebody to get full access to the server through the Drupal account, and it is fixable with the current patch. So if you are running a Drupal website, and this is the downside of any website software, whether it's Drupal, whether it's WordPress, I encounter a lot of people that don't keep their sites up to date. These are good systems. You just got to keep them up to date. You just got to keep it up to date. Remember, this is a web server software package. Okay, you got to keep it up to date. And so that is kind of what you need to do from there. If you have any control or whatever else over a Drupal server, make sure it gets updated. And finally, Backlash prompts Eventbrite to demand the crash events recorder. Okay. boy. Okay, so Eventbrite. Eventbrite is it's basically one of these online services you can use, and you can use it to set up services. One of my clients uses Eventbrite for their annual golf tournament out west. And so basically we create the account over there, and then all the account information goes in, all the prices, people buy the tickets, and you put the Eventbrite link on your site. They click the link, they go through the registration, Eventbrite collects the money, Eventbrite issues the emails and does all the back end stuff. Makes it very convenient. Well, like I said, guys, always read these terms and conditions. They added this little thing into their terms and conditions. You grant permission to Eventbrite and its agents to enter onto and remain on the premises, including real property, fixtures, equipment, or other personal property where your event is hosted, and any other premises you and Eventbrite mutually approve of, collectively the premises, with personnel and equipment for the purpose of photographing and recording premises both internally and externally in connection with the production of digital content on the date of your event and any dates reasonably requested by Eventbrite, for example, during the setup and breakdown of the event. You, on behalf of yourself, your employees, independent contractors, invitees, licensees, performers, exhibitors, attendees, and all these other individuals present at the shoot collectively grant permission to Eventbrite and its agents, successors, and assignees to record and use the images, likeness, appearance, and movements, and performances, and statements of the subjects in any live recorded audio, video, photographic display, and other transmission, exhibition, publication, or reproduction made of at the event, regardless of whether or not for any purpose, including the advertising, promotion, and exploitation of Eventbrite's brand or services. And there was even another part that if it costs extra, you had to pay for it. Basically, you're using Eventbrite. They have the full right to go in and record anything and everything that's going on, get in anybody's way, do whatever they want. You agree to it, blah, 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 so that they can record all your events. Well, the groups that raise this issue is there are certain groups that their conferences are completely anonymous. Like the site that I manage that is for a golf tournament, that site for the golf tournament is an invite-only tournament. Yeah, how's that going to go for Eventbrite to show up in an invite-only fundraiser? Yeah, ain't flying, yo. So they tried to sneak this guy in, and people have actually started to read these silly things because are we growing brain cells in America finally? I don't know. But anyway, after this giant backlash, they decided that we think we're going to go ahead and drop this portion. But yeah, this was quite hilarious that they would even consider this. But yeah, this is insanity. This is total insanity. Read the terms and conditions. You are responsible for obtaining at your own cost all third-party permissions, clearances, and licenses necessary to secure Eventbrite the permissions and rights described above. Yeah, we're going to come in and bring in a bunch of camera equipment. We've got like 15 people. Oh, it's going to cost you like $600 more. Oh, that's okay. It's for us, man. We're promoting this stuff. Dude, we only made like $300. It's just $300, man. You are paying for them to come crash your event to record a promotional commercial. Eventbrite, you better fire your whole staff. The only way I can possibly think of for... I keep forgetting to rebuild my fire thing. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave it there. Eventbrite's lost their ever-loving mind. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow. Oh, boy. Got the shirt, but the print... What? The print is on the back, John? John, contact them back. Tell them of the error. They should make it right. If they don't, let me know, and I'll make it right. Yeah, my shirt's print is on the front. Your print should be on the front of the shirt. Go sleep now, very tired. Time zone's 1 hour more. All right, we'll see ya. Hard to tell how bad it went before we go. Scripture seemed to reveal we're going through the tribulation. Can't believe we have 2 stories to go. Jeez, the stream is going over 2 hours. No, it's only an hour. It's just over an hour right now, and I have... Looks like I have 5 articles left. Times comments like some other channels, he appreciates us. Yes, I do. I do indeed. Gmail thing never happened to you. That's good. Richard Addison, or to me. Yeah, they think they said it was only a small number of users. Yeah. The alien kitty has come back up. What's up, buddy? Probably similar reason AOL still exists. Where's the cat? Right here. Hello, Frederico. How are you, Frederico? Yeah, he kind of comes and goes. Yep, he'll be back. He just comes and goes. When he knows I'm going to go on fire, he's like, I'm out of here for a little bit. See, the rest of my classmates mindly using social media. This is world coming to. Why does the older generation have to leave a mess up for the current generation to clean up? Oh, what was the joke? What was the joke? Let's see the... Oh, spam with fire request. Yeah. Please, no spam. No spam. Oh, boy. I used to hate people that would say X tracks you. Now I understand. Too many companies are doing it. We need some laws. Yeah, we need a lot of laws about tracking. Yeah, there are still people that use AOL. There's actually some people that can't get internet anything better than dial-up from a phone in the middle of the country. Because, you know, why would Verizon or Comcast want to serve those people out in the country, man? All right, let's go ahead and hit our next topic, which is the business news. Actually, I forgot to record the last one. I wasn't all that happy with it anyway. I might go back and just do, just go ahead and re-record just the part with the Eventbrite, or I might not. I don't know. All right, there we are. Discard. Bad business news. All right, let's remember to hit the record button this time. That'd be a good thing to do, right? All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive on into bad business. Bad business. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, businesses just keep on going crazy. They're just eroding us away. How much can we get away with? How much can we profit off of the backs of the poor little peons that are forced to use our service? That is what they're saying. So today we're going to be looking at some bad business news. And first up on bad business, Yahoo's back in the news. Believe it or not, yeah. Yeah, they were already in the news already, but they're back. They're back. Verizon says that Yahoo users must waive the class action rights or stop using Yahoo. Why is this? Well, because there's still lawsuits going on from this 3 billion people who had this data breach. 3 billion Yahoo accounts were hacked. They're still fighting through class action lawsuits. Once that's over, then the individual lawsuits are going on. And what they're trying to do is block people into, if you don't stop using Yahoo, you can't sue us. Why in the world does Congress or politicians or anyone else allow any of these businesses to include these these binding arbitration clauses? Binding arbitration is a major problem. We need to do away with it. Like, you can't sue us. We had crappy security. We didn't even care. We didn't update jack crap. But you can't sue us. Neener. The executives in control of this, throw them in jail for a while. Just throw them in jail for a while. Strip them of their assets. That seems to be my solution for a lot of this bad business news. But anyway, I mean, yeah, if you don't stop using Yahoo, you can't sue us. Because they got the power. Stop giving these idiots their power. That's Yahoo in the news. You guys ever hear of Digit? This is interesting. So Digit is a company. Basically what they do is they will... You link your Digit account up to your bank account, and they monitor your lifestyle. Everything about your lifestyle. This should be under privacy news, but they monitor everything about your lifestyle, and then they make these little tiny decisions. Like, we think we can take 50 cents here. Ooh, maybe $1 over here, and they're going to slip this away into their little Digit account. And the Digit account is, of course, it's free for, I think it's 100-day free. How long is it for free? It's free for, like, I think it's like 100 days. And then after that, it is $2.99 a month. You get 1% annual cash back on anything that has been saved by this system. And it's effectively backed by a bank, apparently, because it is FDIC insured. I don't know what bank this is affiliated with, but to have FDIC insurance, it is supposed to be backed by a bank. I just don't know which bank. So yeah, 100 days, it's free. After that, it's $3 a month. Now, the good thing about a service like this is it is going to help us immature people who can't run a budget. The bad thing is, it assumes A, a cashless society. It assumes B, you're incapable of doing a budget. And it assumes C, you want a tech firm knowing everything about your lifestyle. Let's go ahead and have a look at the FAQs. So how does it work? Well, every day it checks your spending habits and moves money from... Dude, are y'all out there spending money on your credit cards or debit cards every single day? I don't put it past America, but are you guys really doing that? Every day. Every day, this thing is analyzing your spending habits and moves money from your checking account into your Digi account if you can afford it. And then, of course, you can withdraw your money back. What makes it different than a recurring bank transfer? It automatically figures out when and how much it's safe to move based on your lifestyle. Doesn't require you to figure out an arbitrary amount. How about a budgeted amount? I don't know. Is it safe? Oh, yes. It uses state-of-the-art technology that some 13-year-old hacker is probably going to crack tomorrow. Your personal information is anonymized, encrypted, and securely stored. Yeah, it is, I'm sure. All funds are held with an insured balance up to $250,000. Let's go ahead and have a look at their privacy policy. I haven't looked at their privacy policy yet. Information we collect in general, you can visit digit.co without telling us who you are. If you create an account, of course, username, passwords. We may ask you for your consent to receive text messages related to services at that number. You may withdraw your consent by contacting us or replying with stop. Information about your transactions. We collect personal information about your transactions with us and with others. Dude, they have Is this a picture? Is this a picture? No, it's not a picture. It's behaving like a picture, but it's not. I can't copy text. I don't know. This is weird design. We collect personal information about your transactions with us and with others. So everything you're doing, We also collect personal information about you from other companies. For instance, we may receive personal information about you from a consumer reporting agency. Information is automatically collected. Include personal and identifiable information as well as statistical information does not identify you. Some analytic stuff, of course. Device information, we collect device-specific information, hardware model, operating number, unique device identifiers, mobile network information, including your mobile phone number. We may also associate your device identifiers or mobile numbers with your Digit account. Login information, we record the login information, device's IP address identified with your numbers, device information such as crashes, system activities, hardware, location preferences, date and timestamps of transactions, other configurations, information collected through cookies and similar, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff is pretty normal. How we use it. We may use analytics as described elsewhere in this privacy policy for research and commercial purposes. We may use personal information for the purposes described elsewhere in this privacy policy internally for our general commercial purposes, including, among other things, to offer our products and services to third parties that we think you might find of interest. But only Digit and our third-party service providers involved in distributing the offers, provided products or services will have access. Our third-party service providers will only be permitted to use personal information for their intended purposes, just like Cambridge Analytica. This is the scariest privacy policy I've ever seen. Well, the reason they're my bad business is they are releasing a new thing that allows you to take the money that they're saving and apply it to credit cards. So now you link a credit card with them too. Guys, sit down and learn how to do a budget. If you haven't, enroll in Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. I really wish he had the non-super Christianized version of it. I hate the thing. I hate how he redid it. I liked it the old way where it was much more neutral, but it is still the best financial course I've seen. Just ignore all the God stuff if that's not your thing, but go take his course. It is one of the best. It probably is the best right now. It's going to teach you how to budget. It's going to teach you how to plan, how to do all this kind of stuff without needing a stupid app collecting every bit of data about you as you are carrying on your life. And for God's sake, stop using your debit card to buy $2 things out of vending machines. And then maybe you won't have to have a credit card to clean up the mess. But yeah, so First Digit's going to work on savings, and now it's going to... I'm wondering if they're doing this to get it so they don't have to pay you that 1%. I'm thinking they're looking at this going, man, this 1% starting to kill us. Let's use this to start paying off the credit card numbers, the credit cards. And that way, you know, it saves them a little bit, helps them a little bit, but it doesn't make us do things. I don't know. But anyway. E-waste recycler. This is a good one. E-waste recycler must serve a 15-month sentence for selling discs with free Microsoft software. Watch Louis Rossman's take on this for more details. So basically, the guy back before Windows 8, anytime you'd buy a CD, you'd actually have the reinstallation disc. Actually, it was before that. I think it was starting Vista. Computers no longer shipped with the CD. Prior to that, you got a disc with the reinstallation software for your operating system. After Vista, that started having to where you produce your own. Now, of course, you produce your own, but nobody has a DVD drive to produce your own. So this guy was taking all of the software that is free software without any license codes, putting them on a disc and selling it for 25 cents, which, by the way, according to the current interpretation of the law, is legal. He may not be able to sell the discs at the full price Microsoft might sell them for, which they really don't. They offer them for free. But he is allowed to recoup the costs of production. 25 cents for a CD, not a bad price. So he basically takes these freely available application software, puts it on a disk so a person with a valid legal Windows license key can actually reuse their system. And Microsoft has him thrown in jail because it costs them And he has to pay a $50,000 fine for this. So I mean, this is just Microsoft bullying people because all this guy's doing is allowing other people to continue to use their computers rather than buy a new one, and that's the thing that's irritating Microsoft. But anyway, so that's really bad business right there. And of course, the final bad business of the day, Amazon is set to increase the price of Prime membership by 20%. So of course, earlier this year, they raised the price of the monthly, remember? Now they're raising the price of the annual. So it's going from $99 to $19. Now, mind you, they already are making, they have 100 million people, and at $100 a year, this means that they were making, oh, I had this wrong before. That's 10 billion? I believe that's right. $10 billion is what they're making. That doesn't sound right to me. Where's my calculator? Yeah, $9.9 billion. They're making $9.9 billion off of Amazon Prime. Jumping that $20 adds $2 billion for the company that cannot pay 10% of their employees enough to not have to live on food stamps, and for those in the UK that cannot take a bathroom break. Full disclosure, shop at my Amazon link up there. In all honesty, I use Amazon. This doesn't bother me at all because I don't use Prime. I don't really think there's a reason to use Prime. Frankly, I don't use Prime and I still get things shipped to me super wicked fast. I don't have a huge quabble with Microsoft, but this is just one of those things. It's like, maybe this company needs to start looking at paying their employees a little bit better. I think that they're making enough revenue to do that. And, $2 billion more for the company. Yeah! Are you going to raise anybody's salary? Probably not. So that's kind of my take on that. What do you guys think about all those things? All right. All right, so shortly here, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. I have on my list, I have T, Keegan, Brendan, Daniel, Mark, Jarek S89, Isaiah, Cessner, Cats DGS, Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm, Pizza, and Randall. So I have those on my list. Once again, I'm going to do the drawing now. After I do the drawing, if you win, PM me or email me the mailing address where I can mail this to. And it has to be a United States address, and you cannot have already won a mouse pad. So I will be giving away a mouse pad just like this very shortly here. So let me know any final ones, and then we're going to do our drawing, feed the kitty, and call it a wrap. Current generation will have a hard time paying attention. Somebody has to do it. Family still uses AOL, probably because it's the only thing they know. Well, I don't use it, though. I use Gmail. You use Gmail. Why you use Gmail? Kitty asks you why you use Gmail. Linux Mint in my laptop and Manjaro in the PC. Very good. Very good indeed. Dropped Yahoo Mail for Proton Mail. No more crap in the inbox. Yep, there you go. Getting Adobe brackets to work. Okay, most of our Congress people have the intellect of a ground squirrel. Yup. And people were creating real innovations that were changing lives. Yeah, now it's just, innovations to destroy our privacy. Doing a budget on a spreadsheet is not that hard. Plus, you control your own money. Yeah. Whole thing they're moving forward. They don't want you to think. They just want you to go. Yep. Need to budget beans, rice, potatoes, or if you need to budget beans, rice, and potatoes are your friends. No, you can budget without. You can budget for filet mignon if you want. You just gotta budget. Really should read FreshBooks privacy policy. Yeah, I won't use it. I won't use any type of online service like that. I'm happy with QuickBooks as long as I can get it to run on a computer that doesn't necessarily have to be on the internet. And if that fails me, I'm going to GNU Cache on everything. Is that a picture? Milliseconds later, glass shattered. Switch to... All that. Think we're going to do more salads. Yeah. Cache is king. Absolutely. Don't need an app to do math in my head. Math is king. Spending $20 in cash the same on card and paper. My computer came with a disk. Awesome. Is it an operating system disk or is it just drivers? They still are coming with some drivers. Brothers told me to get off FreshBooks for a long time. Takes so much stress off me. I'm bad to forget. You know the other thing you can do, Mark? I mean, I think you have the knowledge for this, is there are probably some online sources, like open sourcey type versions of those. Spin up a web server that's not on the internet and host that. I did that with a CRM system called Suite CRM, which works just as well as Salesforce did. I ended up not needing stuff like that, but it was certainly a cool project to do. So doing things like that will allow you to still maintain control, but use a web-based option that's not there. So I don't know. Look around, see if there's one of those or not. Woo. Kitty, your hair is getting everywhere. 2K won't run from a drive. Nope. Pay $25 a month, but switching to invoice ASAP. Do love FreshBooks, really good people. I've been very surprised to find anything egregious in their privacy policy. Yeah, I mean, I'd read it. Yeah, the downside with GNU Cache is it's a lot harder to use. It's not nearly as simple as some of the, like, I love QuickBooks. I won't use their online version, and everyone's moving to that, but I love QuickBooks. So that's good. Hey, Omar, how's it going there? Numbers once, running out random odds and ends was more expensive than gasoline. And numbers once, running out randomly for odds and ends was more expensive in gasoline annually than a Prime membership. That may be true, but if you don't run out every time you realize you need an odd and end, it actually isn't a lot different. Just from a show, is it possible to do a show about how to turn on an old computer into a Tor proxy? Not sure. I'll write it down. Collab now for several months. Very happy. Because it's free and simple, links to all the other Google services. I'm a true Googler. You read Why Nations Fall? I have not. Came with 3 discs. One was Windows 8.1. One was MSI Afterburner. Really? Pizza, is it a if it's a custom built PC, it would also probably come with the discs. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do our let's see. Let's see how many people we have here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 people in the drawing. I'm just going to do... Whoa, that's cool. Nice. Can you see that? Whoa. I apparently can't see that. The green screen gets in the way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our random drawing for the mouse pad. Let's see. Desktop view is there. Let's go ahead. We have 12 entries, and our number is number 9. Lucky number 9, Cats DGS. Cats DGS, you get a mouse pad. Let's see, Cats DGS gets the pad. All right, so what you need to do is just get me a US mailing address, send it to either email or a PM on YouTube, And I will get that out to you on Monday. It will go out in the mail. And final call for comments as we see what we can cram in this little kitty's belly. Right, kitty? Right, kitty? Yeah. All right, kitty. You know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It's kitty treat time. Oh, they're so irresistible. Oh, smell that? Smell that in there? Smell? Oh boy. There you go. Oh, this one right here, right here, right here. Oh yeah. Oh, we need one more. Oh, no. Whoa. Oh. All right. Are they finger licking good today? They're finger licking good. All right. Think, buddy, huh? Good. That is good. You want out of here now, don't you? He's like, yeah, I've had my kitty treats. I want out of here now. All right. Let's see. Apparently, I'm a little behind. Yeah, there's a little bit. I win Minesweeper 1.23% of the time. All you have to do is select 8x8 and just randomly click. All right. I use Google for everything. They can track me all they want. If they find something interesting, I'd like to know. I have no life. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Cats DJS, are you still on? Are you still here? Hopefully you are. Hopefully you are. My camera's got a little... Gotta fix the bottom a little bit there. Alright. So, I'll take this spare moment here and bring you all an update on the Facebook experimentee. So it turns out that the random name I selected does seem to correlate to a real person in another city and state. And so that's provided some interesting results, but it also allows me to add extra things like talking about other locations and seeing if those appear. As of right now, I'm getting pretty much exclusively stories about food and news articles from Fox 13. No idea why, but I am. In fact, pretty much exclusively that. So I'm pretty much only doing 4 checks a day instead of 5 because 5 is just way too much. But so far, study's interesting. I'm getting a decent baseline. It'll be cool to see what happens in the long run there. So that is it. What time is it for me? It is 10:33 for me. Daniel, I can't even win a mouse pad. Sorry, man. Hey, maybe I'll give away another one sometime. In fact, I got cat mouse pads too. Maybe I should order a few of those and give away a few cat mouse pads. That'd be neat. Next time, let me go ahead and let you guys know too when the next sales are on. Once again, the shop site is shop.switchtolinux.com. And let me just give me a second here. I'll boot this in. There's always sales going on over there. I don't control them. They just tell me when they are in advance. No, Pizza, there is no connection between me and this device. There is zero. That's very well controlled for. Alrighty. It does appear that Spreadshirt might be having a difficult time with the logins. Hey, there it goes. All right, the next sale is 52 to 53.com.ca and .au have free shipping. 54 through 56 free shipping globally. Next percentage off is 515 to 517 is 15% off everything in your order. Ooh, maybe pizza. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to head out. Have yourselves a good one, and I hope y'all enjoy switching to Linux.